Between global weather, shipping and trucking issues, and a global food shortage, you can almost be certain there will be a seed shortage in the not so distant future. In today's video, we will be discussing the importance of having a seed bank or seed storage on hand for any and all situations where food or the growing of food have been interrupted or at some point not obtainable. Working towards seed preparedness and preservation, we have an obligation, not only to our families and ourselves, but to the teaching to others and sustaining long-term life skills in seed preservation, gardening, cultivating, and farming. So let's dig in here. By the way, if you like these types of videos and content, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I hope everybody gains something from this here and the information that I'm sharing with you guys today. Let's ready, set, prep. So what we have here is just my basic seed kit. I think that having a variety of seeds is an important factor. If you buy from one company, if they had a bad batch, when you need them, it could be right in the spring, right when you need to be planting. It's hard sometimes to find certain seeds at certain times. So the back order could be out for weeks or months, maybe not even obtainable. And then that crop for the year or that planting season would be done. Also storing for a event, be it SHTF, or just you want to have extra gardening seeds on hand for when you're in your planting season. I think that this is a good start. So kind of going over this here, low life seeds like turnips, garlics, leeks, onions, chives, they last just a few months. They are storable, but you're going to need to cycle through them, quite quickly. Carrots and corn and spinach and celery, you can get 2, 3, 4 years, depending on the type of seeds and where they come from. Once you get down into your beans, your lettuce, your peppers, your peas, and your greens, these are 4 to 6 year, all depending on the type. So you can store these 4 to 6 years in the right conditions. You want it to be dark, you want it to be cool, you want it to be dry. And then once you get into the long-term shelf life seeds, your tomatoes, your cucumbers, your pumpkin, your broccoli, your melons, these are more than 5 years. And again, if stored correctly in the right temperatures and setting, sealed properly, using an oxygen absorber as well, you can make these last much longer and sustain the life of your seeds. I like the fact that some of these that I buy come in Mylar bags. Some of them don't. This is just a selection that has not been sealed in a Mylar bag. I didn't want to do that before this video. There's heirloom seeds in here. There's open pollinated seeds in here. So there's just a variety. So kind of starting off, Sustainable Seed Company, these are great seeds. So you can get your cauliflowers, your cabbage, you can get your cucumber, and I can name some of these off. Sustainable Seed Company, the directions are here on the back. Tells you how long it takes, planting tips, there's how much sun it needs, the row spacing, the seed depth, and it lets you know what the germination rate is on these as well. So I really like the Sustainable Seed Company. Radish, broccoli, carrots, beets, winter squash, watermelon, eggplant, multiple types of melons, summer squash, heirloom and open pollinated small sugar pumpkins, bell peppers, carrots, kale, herbs and mustards and chards. There's onion, tomato, sweet corn, cabbage, lettuce, summer lettuce, all types of lettuce, celery, broccoli, etc. And this comes in a seed kit. This is a bug out seed bag here. So There's 34 different heirloom varieties in here, and it grows 13,000 pounds of food. If you can see, I'm just reading this here. 100% non-GMO, non-hybrid, and they were packaged great. I think that there's 22,000 seeds, and I believe it. There's a lot. This was a very heavy bag, but this is the bug out seed bag heirloom seeds, and this is from Sustainable Seed Company. So this is just one type that I keep in here. I also keep pure pollination, non-GMO. These are heirloom and vegetable kit. There's 40 seed packets in here. Jalapenos, cherries, zucchinis. There's iceberg lettuces and peas and jumbo squash and just a number of beets and Brussels sprouts and you name it, arugula, whatever. It's all in here. You can visit them at that website. It's not a plug, but I think it's important for you to find things that will work for you. So, and this here, I don't remember exactly how many seeds are in here. I'm sorry, 16,500 seeds in just this one container. So, having an abundance of seeds, this might last you a season. If you're a small, type of gardener, this could last you multiple seasons depending on what you're growing. I also believe that having herbs, Savvy Grow, I don't know if you can see this here. Savvy Grow is a great little herbs. They have like oregano and chives, chamomile. There's parsley and bailey. What are some other ones? Dill, mint, lavender, lemon balm. Just a number of different herbs to have in here. 100% non-GMO, and these are heirloom seeds as well. So I believe in having some of these on hand. These will make your meals taste better when you're using all of your 30-year prep foods. Sorry. So I also get into the Hamana grow kits. So they make a couple of different types of things. And here, I'm going to take this. Well, no, I'm not. I like to keep these things sealed up because I'm storing these long term. So these have reusable grow trays and seed quilts inside of them. They grow microgreens. I think that having something quick and easy that's going to grow in 5 to 10 days is super important to have on hand. They also make these seed packs here. So they come with the directions right there. These are really great. The seeds that are in here they're in like a wax paper. I don't know if you can kind of see that. Kind of hear that? They're in a wax paper type substance, and it has a moss underneath it. So you saturate these with water, you soak the seed quilt, and you just cherish your little greens for the most part. So this one is the Super Salad Mix seed quilt, and these grow in 10 days. You can peel the cover off these in 5 to 6 days. There's broccoli and kale, arugula and cabbage. There's varieties of purple and Vienna, golden acre, numbers of these. The minimum seed count inside of these, astonishingly, 3,200 plus seeds inside of here in each one. And they have a 98% germination rate, which I think is really important. If you plant 100 seeds and 20 of them grow, that's not great. If you plant 100 seeds and 98 of them grow, that's what we're looking for here. So they have, expirations obviously on everything, but as I said, stored properly, you should be able to sustain long term. I also get into some foreign lettuces and greens. So I can't speak Chinese or Vietnamese or Cantonese or Wannabees or whatever. I can't speak any of this, but however, I know that, there's lettuce, there's beets. These are just different types of greens, microgreens, lettuces. There's like spinach, different types of spinach. I think these are from China. So I don't think these are an intrusive species of vegetables, which I hear can be an issue if you're dealing with different varieties, but overall, I would like to try different things. And I think that having a variety of something that maybe nobody else has, maybe in an SHTF situation or in a situation where you're bartering for goods and you have something that somebody else doesn't, these might be a great solution. Plus, I think they look really great. They look like healthy plants. So we keep some of those on hand. There are, let me see here, cauliflower seeds here, seeds and plants. There's having a different variety of seeds, I think are just absolutely a necessity. Like I said, if you have one type of plant or type of seed, if it all went wrong, it's all for nothing. RDR, these are some pak choi cabbage. See this here? There are a lot of seeds in here. Gives you all the height, germination, best at dates, the sun's spacings. It gives you all the directions on how to do this. So RDR Seed Company is what we got. Just a few different types of those. These are giant carrots. And I don't know if that's from Ukraine or Russia or it's one of those foreign, it's somewhere. So for the most part, it has a little bit of, and you can kind of pause this and read that. So these are giant carrots. They're supposed to be absolutely gigantic. And when you're growing carrots, maybe for long-term food preservation, canning, freeze drying, dehydration, you want to try and get the maximum out of your vegetables in the time frame that you have. So lots of watermelon and spinach. Again, non-GMO seeds. So right seeds. Let's see if I can get this to focus here. There you go. Again, has all the information on the back of these. All seeds. I guess I'm kind of talking to people as if maybe you're just starting out. This might be for somebody who knows what they're doing. If I'm doing something wrong, maybe, or saying something wrong, maybe leave me a comment down below. This is just my information and what works for me. Everybody's going to do things a little bit different. Red Robin tomatoes. I like that they put the germination rate right there on the packaging. This one has 30 seeds and see the directions. So if you don't have a green thumb, it's always good to have information like that. A veggie planting guide can be huge. So, and this is from the Sustainable Seed Company. Having this on hand, survival guide as well, teaching you about soils and depths and, the weather and the types of environments that you're going to need for this. Some people are growing hydroponically. Some people are growing in the soil. It all varies. So really great little book to have. And I recommend that you do your research and get as much literature on growing as you possibly can. China's been buying up as much food more food on the planet than any other country combined for the last 2 and 3 years. And there's a reason. We have we got a grand solar minimum happening over the next few years. We have, weather's changing. There's mass flooding. I think there's just going to be a need for people to have a seed storage on hand, preferably long-term seeds, but again, short-term stuff. Kale seeds. You want to have broccoli seed quilts, things that'll hatch and seed in 10 days. Microgreens are a great source of nutrients when it comes to adding to your food preps, be it your food storage in your pantry or your long-term 20 and 30-year foods. I don't have a fancy system as well. I want to touch base on that. You can organize these however you like. I think that it's important to know what you have. I do not have a fancy seed storage system. I don't have labels, and I'd rather put my money into the seeds versus into the containers, and they're big and they're bulky, and then it's just a mess. I actually store these here in an Apache 2800 Rugged Mobility hard Pelican type style case. These are waterproof and seal up. Great little case here. And if I can get it on here, it has a vent. So on the inside, you can see that little valve there. See here, there you go, there it is. I can vent these, leave them open for a day or so through this little vent right here, turning this knob. And that way I can vent whatever stale air might be in there. Seals up, plastic seal. You can run this thing over with a truck. Maybe not a truck, but you know what I'm saying. Just something quick you can throw in the back of your truck. If you've got some big, bulky, huge system and you've got 37 million seeds in them, something like that might be your better bet. You got to get out of Dodge. You need to get to the farm. You need to get, to your safe location, or, just keeping something watertight in general. Nice, cool, dry, dark places is where you want to try and store your seeds for the maximum life. If you guys liked some of this information today, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I'm definitely a new channel. We're trying some things out. I want to share in preparedness in what I do with some people, and I'd like to also learn from some people in this community as well. So this is just kind of a start of what we have here. Obviously, there's more to it, but this is just a good idea of where you could start with your perhaps starter seed kit. So I hope all is well. Remember, always be prepared and ready, set, prep.